I've gone through a lot of struggles, and it's taken a lot of trials and tribulations to figure out who I am. But it's clear to me now, I am a transgender man. I am Ezra. Growing up as a girl, it was like pretty normal. Like my mom was like the strict Spanish Catholic type. Like if you were a girl, the minute you came out, you were wearing pink, you had bows, like you were gonna do dance, you were gonna do cheerleading and stuff like that. So then growing up, like I had like a pretty normal childhood. Like they were good to me, like, but everything was pink, everything was princess, everything was whatever. And at the time, like at 5, like, you know, like whatever your parents tell you to like, you're gonna like. I was probably like 15 or 16. I still didn't understand like why girls had to do this and boys had to do that. Like I always kind of wanted to do what the boys were doing, and like I didn't really get along with the girls. Like I always like was hanging out with like the boys and doing boy things, and like that just felt like normal and like natural to me. I had one girlfriend when I was about like 18, and I was just with her, and I kind of just felt like I was like, hey, like, you know, I think like I might be a boy. And she was like, you know what, that's fine, like if that's what you are, like that's what you are. I became like a big sister when I was like 5, and then they kind of made me play the role of like, you know, you have to be like a mother hen, like you have to do this, like you have to stay inside and help clean and help cook. And then like the older I got, like it was like, you know, like the men eat first and the women eat last, and everyone is like, the men come first, so like whatever you wanted to do, it didn't really matter. I just ended up telling my parents about like a year ago, so they didn't take it that good. They were rude and they said a lot of mean things, and said that they would never call me by any other name than what my birth name was, and that it didn't matter if I ever had a change or if I ever did the full transition, like I was always going to be a girl and the name that they gave me. It's kind of hard, but like my brother, he's a really good support for me. Like we get along and I can talk to him about anything, and he helps me like with the boy things and different ways to dress and act and talk, and so like it's pretty cool, the relationship that we have right now. My grandparents actually don't know that I am transgender, so it's kind of difficult actually to handle that because they live in the same house as I do. It plays into that my parents like don't call me Ezra, like they don't call me a boy. So like they kind of have no idea, but like when I told them that I was a girl who liked girls, they kind of freaked out about it. Like my grandpa was like, you know, like that's really weird, it's not in the Bible. And then my grandma, she actually didn't talk to me for a while, and she kind of just denies it. She doesn't really get it. Like she was like, oh, like you had a boyfriend? And I'm like, no, like I brought home a lot of girlfriends before, like what are you talking about? But I can't even imagine having to tell them that I'm transgender, because it went over so bad, me just like liking girls, that if I told them that was something else completely, like they would be taking me to church and praying over me and thinking I had to go somewhere to get fixed. But it's not anything that you can fix, it's just what you are. For my friends, it was kind of weird at first. Some of them took to it and it was just like easier for like others. Some still struggle with it, but like I understand. Like I have friends that I've been friends with since I was 5 years old that only know me by that old name, so like I can't expect them just to say like Ezra like on the drop of a dime. But like I don't really get mad, I just kind of like correct them, or like I make a joke out of it. Once I started telling people, I did lose some friends because it was against their views, or their parents wouldn't allow me near them and stuff like that. So that was kind of hard because like there were people like who I really like had a connection with, and like I lost them just because I was just actually telling them about myself, even though like your soul doesn't change, it's just your appearance that does. In the future, I plan on transitioning. Right now it's kind of hard because like I still do live with my parents, my grandparents, so like that's kind of tricky to navigate. And it's really expensive also, so like it's not just something that you can just wake up and decide to do. I want to present more masculine, but other than that, like when it happens, it happens. I'm not really in a rush. I'm fine either way. All transgender male and female deserve the same amount of rights as any other male or female, because it's literally the same thing. People that say like, oh, like people that transition, like they're a creep, they're pedophiles, something wrong with them. Like there's nothing wrong with them. And if you thought there was, then at least everywhere should have a gender neutral bathroom so that we don't have to deal with people like that. I think it's just ignorance and like people not knowing, because like if you think one way, you're gonna keep teaching your kid that way. Like I think everyone should just teach their kids that like people are people and like it doesn't matter. I'm tired of everyone telling me what I have to be or what I can't be. Like if you can be whatever you want to be. Like it doesn't matter. You don't have to put yourself in a box. You can just do what your heart feels like doing.